Hello, welcome back to another review with me, Kevin, from Kevin Grant on Whisky. Another new whisky here. I done a live with these, I think it was last month or maybe 2 months ago, but I thought I'd actually try and break them down one by one, do them individually. So this is something new. This is Eorna Oir. It's an independent bottle, but it's not just any independent bottle. This came from a private cask collection. So a man called David Boyd, he's had over 40 years in the whisky industry. He's worked at Scapa, Glenrothes, Glenrothes, Oir, and if you've ever heard of Oir Abuna, he was the man more or less behind that. He brought that to the forefront. So over 40 years within the industry, working with cask management, wood management, all arrays of whisky knowledge. He's been able to get casks over the years throughout his career. So for me, this isn't just someone starting out in the industry and just buying cask. He knows exactly what to look for, what he's going to get, when they should be bottled, if they need to be watered down, do they go out to cask strength. There's just a lot of knowledge there. So he's been able to bring 3 expressions for us so far. The one I've chosen today is this one right here. It's one of 328 bottles. This is a Glenrothes 13-year-old. Eorna Oir is Scottish Gaelic for golden barley. So the bottle shape is very premium. I think it's amazing. It's built in the forefront of the design is to have it as when you finish, you're not just going to discard it and put it in the bottle bin. You can keep it and you can maybe use it as a infinity bottle, Solera bottle. It's got a nice golden top to it. Some information about I'm going to get into in a second about the actual the makeup of this whisky, what it actually is. So this is, we said, 13 years old, 59.6% from Glenrothes. Glenrothes owned by Edrington, who have Macallan and also have Highland Park. The kind of word in the street just now is Edrington over the next 5 years is going to get a massive, not Edrington, sorry, Glenrothes is going to get a massive upgrade and become this premium alongside Macallan. They're going to put a lot of money and effort into it. A lot of the old staff from Macallan who've been there for a long time have been moved to Glenrothes to try and do this. They've got a lot of old stock sitting as well. So the next few years, I think we're going to see something more premiumised. Glenrothes is going to be more at the forefront. So to try it in this way is a great way to try whisky. This is sold just now. The website and everything isn't up and running yet. You can get this at the Scottish Gantry, a place that's close to my heart. It's where I used to work, where I learned all my kind of whisky knowledge, I'd say, and a little bit more. So they've got it in store just now. I can't remember what the price are off the top of my head, but we'll get to that at the end. So this is one of 328 bottles. This is matured in American oak refill and finished in a PX hogshead. As we say, it's 59.6% ABV. The colour, it's a beautiful, beautiful colour. You know, just off amber. I think that's got a lot of bourbon cask in there. It's going to have that little bit of PX. I love a PX cask myself. If we look at the legs on it as well, it's just taking its time. There's no legs. It's not even dripping down the glass yet. It's just stuck to the side. It's beading. Really, it's just kind of like looks like beading because of how oily this is going to be. I'm going to get this on the nose. I've got it in my Glencairn from my Glasgow Whisky Festival glass from last year. But it's just, the colour's great. But let's get this on the nose, let's get it on the palate, and let's get a nice wee review done of this new whisky. Lots of red fruits, jam, a little bit of apricot in there, a lot of raisin. In the background, it's quite vanilla custard, vanilla pod. I think that's maybe from the refill bourbon. It's been in there. That's still coming through, even though it's finished in the PX. Jammy fruits, red fruits. A little bit, it's like outdoorsy, kind of fresh, forest-like, maybe a little bit of pine needle there. But it's great, and again, that ABV on it, it's nearly 60%, right? I've not had any drams. This is going to be the first dram of the day, but I can go straight in there, take a big nose of that, and not have to draw myself back. There is nothing to offend the nose on that ABV. It's hidden very well. But yeah, jammy, big red fruits, vanilla custard, vanilla pod, kind of outside forest pine. Well, let's try this on the palate, see how we get. So slange everyone. There's a wee spice at the end there. It's still light. You can get that little alcohol kick, and I think because it's my first dram, the palate's just been a little bit shocked by that. But it's still not like a hit you in the face 60%, 59.8% dram, right? It's still got those soft, it's still got those kind of jammy notes sticking there. It's got more of a maybe a cinnamon kick or ginger nuts, something along that line. It's clean, really chewy. It sticks to the mouth. It's not overly sweet. It's got a great balance between the kind of bourbon cask of the American oak and also that finish in PX. I don't know what the time scales were for the finish and how long it's been, but I'm going to think for colour wise it's been maybe a short between a year to 18 months, something along those lines, I personally think. I've added a few drops of water in, see if anything changes in the whiskey at all. On the nose, it still stays quite similar. It's just those big red fruits coming through, like jammy red fruits. That's the biggest thing I'm getting with that little custard in the background. A few drops of water kind of take away the kind of forestness and the pine, that kind of disappears. Stays slightly sweeter. A little bit of wood influence in there. There's maybe slight hit of kind of violet flowers like potpourri. Yeah, it's kind of opened up that kind of potpourri sense of lots of little different kind of flower flavours in there. It's a great nose. Right, let's try this again. We've got a few drops of water in there and see if anything changes on the palate this time. It still stays chewy. It's got more of a kind, it's not raspberry berry, there's like a candied or boiled sweet raspberry berry note to it in the finish, with that little bit of cinnamon ginger in there. That's still a little bit of spice stays. It's a really good balance to it. As I say, it's a dram you don't have to keep visiting to chase the flavour. That is staying there for a while. It's soft, there's no peat involved in this. It's just a longevity, great mouthfeel, great nose. It's got a real very well-rounded dram from bottle to glass. I think everything's good about it. I forgot to show the top of the cork. Hopefully that can. So got the wee gold cork at the top. It's got similarities to that of the Ailsa Bay, with the big massive top to it. I love the bottle shape. I love everything about it. I think it's great whiskey. That's really appeasing to me. And they've got a Bunnahabhain and also a peated Glenturret called the Ruach Mór. So this is the Eorna Oir, which is great. I'm looking forward to more things coming out because, as I say, they've got David Boyd, who is the man behind it all. He's choosing the cask, he's choosing when it should be bottled, with 40 years in industry from his private collection, and now bringing it out to the world in small batches of single kind of casks to an extent. I say 328 bottles of this. There's one here. This is a Bunnahabhain sitting there as well. It comes in the beautiful box. It's got some information on the back about David's career. But I like it. I say it's still there. This will take me a while to finish because I don't need to keep chasing that flavour. But I'm going to go and finish. I'm going to go and sit and just have a wee wee relaxing day and finish this wee dram, maybe have another one later on as well. But everyone, thanks for tuning in, thanks for supporting the channel all year. We're coming to the end of 2023, we'll see how 2024 brings us. I might take a wee break over Christmas, I'll just wait and see how the festivities play up here. But I'm going to go and sit back, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my dram and the rest of my day. But as always, I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whisky, and join me next week. Let's talk whisky. Slange.